Hey guys, today we're going to be learning about area of composite shapes. You're going to be finding the area of composite shapes today. I like to think of this as just like finding surface area. You're going to find the area of each shape separately and then add them together. So if you look on slide 2, the definition of a composite figure is any figure that is made up of simple shapes such as circles, triangles, rectangles, and trapezoids. So if you take any of those two shapes and you put them together, it creates a composite figure. All we're going to do today to find the area of composite figures is we're going to find the area of each simple shape separately, and then we're going to add them all together to get the total area of the figure. Remember, since this is area, our units are going to be labeled with units squared. The formulas that you're going to need for today are on slide 3. Don't forget to find the area of a rectangle. You're going to do length times width or base times height. For the area of a triangle, 1/2 times base times height. The area of a circle is pi times radius squared, and the area of a square is just length times width or side squared, since they're all exactly the same. If you look back on slide 2, I gave you 3 different examples of composite figures. The first one I'm going to talk about is actually the one over on the far right. This is the simplest of the composite shapes on this slide. This composite figure is made up of 2 rectangles. So what I did here is I split the rectangles into 2. So I made this one with the orange lines. That's where I cut my composite figure. So now I can find the area of the 2 rectangles separately and then add them together. So I know that this whole side up here at the top is 6 feet. So I cut that right down the middle and I made this little piece 3 feet and this little piece 3 feet. Now I can find the area of each rectangle separately. The larger rectangle on the left is 3 times 5, which is 15 feet squared. The smaller rectangle on the right is 3 by 2, which is 6 feet squared. And if I add those together, 15 feet squared plus 6 feet squared is 21 feet squared. So the total area of that composite figure is 21 square feet. The one in the middle I'm going to talk about next. This composite figure is made up of 2 triangles with 1 rectangle in the middle. The first thing I notice is that this entire whole length of the top of the figure is 22 inches. I know that the middle piece is a rectangle that is 9 inches long. So the first thing I did here is I took 22 inches, which is again the full length of the top of that figure, and I subtracted the 9 inches that the rectangle in the middle takes up. That left me with 13 inches to split between the 2 triangles. I know the 2 triangles are congruent. They're exactly the same. So I divided that 13 by 2, and that's where I got the 6.5 inches for the triangle. So now if I come down here to my work area, I've started with the area of the rectangle in the middle. That rectangle is 9 by 5. 9 times 5 is 45. Then I found the area of the triangle, 1/2 times base times height. The base of the triangle is 5 inches. The height is 6.5, which I figured out in my step 1 over here. So now I just am going to add 45 inches squared, 16.25 inches squared, and 16.25 inches squared, since there's 2 triangles. And altogether, my figure has an area of 77.5 inches squared. All right, the last one is my favorite because it looks like a baseball diamond or a baseball field. This composite figure is made up of a square and then a 3/4 circle. So the first thing I did was I started with the area of the square, which I outlined here in blue. I know it's a square, it's 2 by 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. So that's the area of the square. The next thing I need to do is find the area of the circle. And we don't have a formula for the area of a 3/4 circle. So I just went ahead and I used the normal formula for area of a full circle, pi times radius squared. The radius of this circle is 2, so I did pi times 2 times 2, and I got 12.57 feet squared. Now that would be if it was a full circle, but it's not a full circle, it's 3/4 of a circle. So what I did was I took that 12.57 and I multiplied it by 3/4, and that's where I got the 9.43 square feet. So now up here at the top, I took the area of the rectangle, 4 feet squared, plus the area of the 3/4 circle, and I got 9.43 feet squared. And I added those together, and I got 13.43 feet squared. A lot of the problems dealing with circles are usually not a full circle. Most of the time, they're a half circle or a semicircle, or like in this case, 3/4 of a circle. So all you're going to do in those cases is find the area of the circle like normal, and then multiply it by the fraction of the circle that you actually have in your figure. So that's all you're going to do today. You're going to practice using the different formulas on slide 3. Make sure you show all your work for all the simple figures. You can type it in the slides. There is a text box available for you. Or if you prefer, you can do it on a piece of paper or on a whiteboard and take a screenshot of your work and put it in the slides. But I need to see your work. You can't just give me naked answers today. All right. So you're just going to go through and work on the rest of the slides. The first one on slide 4, this is a triangle with a semicircle. So starting off, not too bad. The next one is a rectangle with a triangle. The next one is 2 rectangles together. Then you have this figure. Then you have find the area of the shaded region. So be careful with that one. Again, find the area of the shaded region. This one is about a swimming pool, and the last one is about a stovetop. Any that have circles, if it tells you to use 3.14 for pi, make sure that you use 3.14 for pi. If it does not state what to use for pi, you can use your pi button. As always, if your answers are close, I'm going to give it to you anyway. So don't stress too much about that. That's what you're doing today. If you have any questions or concerns, of course, message me. Don't forget, if you have any missing work, please check Progress Book. And if you have any missing work, get that done today before the weekend so you don't have to stress about it. And message me if you have any questions, or message me if you get any makeup work done so that I can update Progress Book. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day today, and I will see you all soon. Bye.